Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And before I review episode 7 of the Clone Wars, which is going to be called A Dangerous Debt, I do want to tell you that I've been having some trouble with my camera as of recording this, and probably posting this. So if you don't see any videos like this, and you see more gameplay or something like that, it's because I'm ordering a new camera or a new SD card or something like that, because I've had this thing for more than a year now, or more than 2 years actually, and it's starting to get shot, I think. So if you see like a a decrease in videos this way form of content, and if I don't do daily content, I do apologize, but I'm trying to fix a stupid camera, so hopefully this thing keeps working. Anyway, so on to this episode. A lot of people, I haven't seen it, I just saw it today. Today's Sunday, so I just, as of filming today's Sunday, and a lot of people are saying that, oh, nothing happens. It's very boring. I don't like this arc. It doesn't feel like the Clone Wars. And of course, I don't care what anyone thinks. It's my opinion and my opinion only. But, you know, I do listen to other people sometimes. And I'm like, alright, well, is this really that bad? And I watched it, and I absolutely effing adored it. I think a lot of people hate this episode, the reason why people hate The Last Jedi. And that's because of a few things. Character progression and plot. If you look at, this episode is kind of like that in a way. You have Ahsoka Tano and the Martez sisters, who are kind of like, you know, Finn and Rose and Luke and all that kind of thing. And then you also have the plot device where nothing really happens, right? Finn and Rose go to Cantonica, whatever you want to call it, Canto Bight, to find this Master Codebreaker. Doesn't work out. They get captured by the First Order, and all that chaos ensues. And everyone was mad. They're like, oh, it doesn't make sense. Why is this even in the movie? They're stupid. But realistically, it does make sense. And of course, I'm not going to delve into it because of the haters and all that crap. But The Last Jedi Canto Bight is one of the best things in Star Wars. And I'm not going to talk about it next, we're reviewing Clone Wars, but the biggest thing is failure is the greatest teacher. And Yoda says it to Luke on Ahch-To. Failure is the greatest teacher. Yeah, they didn't do what they wanted to do, but it still worked out in just a different way. And they learned from that, you know what I mean? And the whole message of that movie is failure. But realistically, Ahsoka and the Martez sisters, Rafa and whatever the hell the other one is, they start out in a jail cell by the Pikes, for of course last episode, and they escape, and there's some really awesome fight scenes and all that, and then they end the episode back in the exact same prison. So realistically, to all these haters, or people without a brain, they'll just go, oh, well, this episode doesn't matter, right? Because they're in a jail, and then they end in a jail. Well, no, here's why I'm saying you're wrong. Not only do we have awesome animation, and great voice acting still, and, you know, awesome choreography for the you know, action scenes and fight scenes, great voice acting, all that cool stuff. Yes, they start in a jail from the Pikes, and then they leave, and then they get captured. Just like Cantonica. They're on a mission, doesn't work out, they're screwed. The whole thing is a big failure, right? Why is it even in the movie? Why is it even in the show? Well, there's reasons, but you need to have a brain and look for that. One of the reasons why I love this new episode is because they failed, and they learned from it. But it's not just that failure, we get character progression, I should say character recognition for Ahsoka, in that she can't really show the Martez sisters that she is a Jedi, so she can't use the Force, and when she does, she just kind of, you know, oh, you know, I'm athletic, or, oh, you know, that was lucky, that kind of crap. She can't use her lightsabers, any of that stuff, because she is an exile from the Order. And, you know, that's a really cool thing. But you have the Martez sisters, and I don't really know about them. The Martez sisters are okay characters, but they're not great. You know, they're kind of like Janna from The Rise of Skywalker. I don't like Janna as a character. Yeah, she's an interesting character, but she's not really a good character. She's just there because everyone bitched about Rose, and they need, you know, something like that. I'm not going to go on and hate crazy, because I'm not a hater at all. I do have opinions, and my negative opinion is that I don't like Janna. But if you love Janna, I'm not going to hate you for it. The same way everyone in the world hates Rose Tico, but I think Rose Tico is one of the best characters in Star Wars, and I can defend that for days. Same thing with Janna. However, the Martez sisters are kind of like Janna, in my opinion. They're interesting, but there's nothing that stands out quite yet as to why they're great characters. And we get some background information while they're in this Pike jail cell, and that, again, a tie to The Last Jedi. Luke goes in exile for many reasons. But one of the reasons is because he thinks it's time for the Jedi to end. Yeah, the Jedi were badass, and they were flipping around and doing all this cool stuff, and they were using the Force, and they were saving lives, and beheading Jango Fett, and all that cool stuff. But they ultimately failed because they let Darth Sidious beat them this entire time. The legacy of the Jedi is failure. That's what Luke says on Ahch-To, and he's absolutely right. Not saying that the Jedi are pointless or that they're dumb or idiotic. No, they're great characters for the most part, and they do good things. But sometimes those good things come from their worst intentions, or at least wrong intentions. And that's the same thing that the Martez sisters are telling Ahsoka. Look, the Jedi came to help us, and in trying to help us, they royally effed up, and now we don't like the Jedi. That is good character development, because not only is it going to come to fruition many years later on Ahch-To in The Last Jedi, we're also, we're seeing early signs of that now. That's why Ahsoka left the Jedi Temple, because they wrongly accused her, and they're like, hey, we fucked up, we're sorry, here you go, and she's like, no, thank you, I'll leave. It's the same type of thing. Ahsoka lost her trust, and that's exactly what they're talking about in this. The Martez sisters lost their trust in the Jedi because they were trying to do the right thing, but they messed up while doing it. And that is excellent storytelling, and that's why this might be my favorite episode so far in terms of story. So yeah, they failed. Yeah, they left the jail. There were some pretty cool action scenes. There's some good character development. But they ended up in the exact same spot where they were. Just like Finn and Rose on Canto Bight. They went to do something, and then they kind of mucked up, and this whole thing happened, And everyone in the world was like, oh, that's so pointless. Why did Ryan put it in there? It's like, no, there's a reason why that's in there. Think about it. How come they even made this if they're just going to... Yeah, like I said, there's some cool action sequences and all that, but why are they really still there if they're just going to be in the same exact, cell? And it's brilliant storytelling that we get this character development, we get this awesome action scenes and all that, but realistically, to put it bluntly, there is no way, there's a reason why Finn and Rose failed. In this one, it really is just as simple as they tried to do a jailbreak, they screwed up, and now they just got put back in the same jail cell. It's very kind of common sense stuff here. But when you really think about it, yeah, they failed, but isn't that the point of the Jedi in the first place? They're trying to do the best thing, which is help the Martez sisters escape and Ahsoka get off of Coruscant and maybe be their friends. Who knows? It's still a little bit iffy. But they still mess up, and they're still in the exact same jail. And that's why I think Rafa starting to like Ahsoka, because she's taking charge, she's doing stuff, she's starting to see her point of view. Because they both hate the Jedi, or at least dislike the Jedi, for different reasons. And this is why I love this episode. It wasn't pointless. Things happened. We got great character development. We got great character revelations with Ahsoka. We got this message of failure that's going to resurface again in The Last Jedi for multiple great reasons. That's why I love this episode. Yes, there's a few lines that are a little weird. I will admit the writing was not perfect. Yeah, there's one scene where Rafa says something and kind of said wrong. But those are just really, nitpicky things. This is my favorite episode so far in terms of story and development. It had great action scenes. There's one shot where one of the Pike guys kicks Rafa in the chin, and I swear to God she could have broken her damn chin because that thing connected, man. That thing, you know what I'm talking about if you saw it. That thing was a really powerful kick. So the action scenes are great. I don't know why people are complaining that doesn't feel like the Clone Wars. It's more violent. They're showing more of the action. It's the best animation. It's canon. It's great storytelling. I don't know, you know what I mean? I respect your opinion, but I strongly disagree. I think the Clone Wars is at its peak right now. Yes, everyone could complain it's a little slower than the Bad Batch arc, but it's meant to be that because when, like I said in another video with Fantastic Beasts 2, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, everyone hates that movie, I think, primarily because it's slow. Nothing really happens. But they're building character progression for whenever the hell they release a new one. Whenever they do that, hopefully these character progressions will come to the revelation, just as they have for Ahsoka and the Martez sisters in this episode. So we're going to be seeing a lot more with them. They're still in the jail. Realistically, in terms of, plot, nothing did happen. They just kind of tried to escape and they got screwed over. But in terms of storytelling and how that is going to resurface in The Last Jedi later, it's a great connection, and it just connects the Star Wars universe in many ways. Yes, the Jedi legacy is failure, but they still did great things. But some of the things they did led to bad things by good intentions, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's why I'm going to give this episode a 10 out of 10. I absolutely fudging adored it. Effing awesome, man. I really enjoyed it. Again, I don't know why people hate this one. I respect your opinion if you do, but hopefully I helped you, Just like everyone in the world is like, oh my god, Palpatine's a clone, what the hell? In The Rise of Skywalker. It really makes a lot of sense if you think about it for more than 5 seconds. You know what I mean? If you're not a hater and a baby and a toxic whiner and you just think for more than, like I said, 5 seconds, Palpatine being a clone makes all the difference in the world. And I'm not going to bring about that now because I just want to review the Clone Wars. But if you want me to talk about Palpatine being a clone in The Rise of Skywalker, please leave me a comment in the comment section of this video because I will gladly do it. Because I think a lot of people are still mad and pissed off about Palpatine being a clone. They don't understand why it's such a fantastic thing. and it is not a cop-out by Disney. It makes all the sense in the world. Anyway, guys, this one's going to be a 10 out of 10. I absolutely adore this episode. I can't wait for more. Hopefully you understand why I love it. It isn't just nothing happened. A lot of things did happen, character and story-wise. So, yeah, if you want me to talk about Palpatine being a clone, tell me in the comments, because I really want to make a video on that, and if you guys want it, all the better. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you, guys. Please don't hate me in the comments. I want to keep this channel very... you can have different opinions, but don't be toxic. Don't be hateful. If someone doesn't love The Last Jedi, I don't make fun of them. If someone loves Attack of the Clones, I don't make fun of them. That's what true fans of Star Wars do. You can have positive and negative opinions, but to make fun of someone or to hate something or to want to boycott something, that is not a real fan or a true fan. So anyway, just thought I'd mention that. So yeah, great Clone War episodes. I cannot wait for next Friday. Hopefully I'll get this out next Friday. And again, Palpatine being a clone, please tell me if you want to see that done, because I will gladly do it. Thank you, guys. May the Force be with you. Stay healthy. And we'll see you guys in the next video.